Hello, everybody, and welcome to Sporting Journey. Hope everybody's doing well. Just watched Chelsea decimate West Ham in their first home game of the season at London Stadium. It finished Chelsea 5, West Ham 1, Chelsea 5. Look, I'm sorry to say this, guys. Graham Potter is going to take you down. The long term aim is to get Sullivan out of the club. It has to be, but for short term gain, you're going to have to get Graham Potter out of the club. His tactics are awful. Honest to God, I've always said that Graham Potter has always, he's never had to earn result, anything where he goes. He will poor at Chelsea. He's been poor at West Ham, and this is more than just a result today. I think this is more to do with David Sullivan, even though he's a little sod. He needs to either make up his mind whether to keep backing Potter and bring him in the players what he thinks he might be able to use for remaining transfer window, or you cut all ties with Graham Potter and bring in somebody else. Because the only direction I see West Ham going is down, honestly, and it's not fun. It's no fun at all. It's no fun at all. I've always been fond of West Ham, and I just don't like seeing what's happening with the club at all. It's not the West Ham I know. I've no wonder growing up and stuff. Definitely not. So let's quickly go through goals. So Lucas Paquetá scored a really good goal for West Ham on 6 minutes to give West Ham the shock 1-0 scoreline. But it wasn't really a shock because I thought West Ham played well for the first 10 minutes. I really did. I thought they were knocking the ball about well, but as soon as João Pedro popped up with his first goal for Chelsea in Premier League on the 15th minute, West Ham just went to, I don't know what they went to. I'm not going to swear, but they were like a broken biscuit being squashed up. You know what I mean? It was just powder. The confidence just got knocked right out of them. And then when Pedro Neto scored on the 23rd minute, to make it 2-1 to Chelsea, it was game over. I'm sorry to say, it really was game over. And then on the 34th minute, Enzo Fernandez made it 3-1 to Chelsea. Then on the 54th minute, Caicedo popped up with a goal to make it 4-1. And then on the 58th minute, Chalobah made it 5-1 to Chelsea. Now, when he went to 5-1, Marasca made a few Chelsea substitutions, and it made a few, and it did disrupt the way Chelsea were playing, and it knocked them out a little bit because West Ham come into it a bit. Then they had 3 or 4 good attempts. Callum Wilson had 2, but it was already 5-1. It was already game over. But after that, then Chelsea seemed to have refined their stride, and they could have made it. They could have made it 6 or 7, if I'm honest. If I'm really honest with you, they could have made it 6 or 7, and. What's heartbreaking to see at West Ham is 55th minute. As soon as that goal went in on 54th minute, half at Stadium emptied. They all went home. Your first home game of the season, and half your fan base have gone home. Your home fans have left the stadium and gone home. It's not good. It's not great, and. I know. The biggest culprit at West Ham is David Sullivan, and I get that, but that's going to be long term to get him out. Whereas if you carry on going this way with Graham Potter and don't replace him, you're only going to get relegated. You're only going to get relegated. You're rock bottom in table now, so. These players are going to find it very, very difficult to pick themselves up. Do I think Graham Potter's the manager to get you out of a relegation fight? No, I don't. I don't think he's got the balls to do it personally. But I just, you've got to decide. You've all got to get together, and you've all got to pull one way. You've got to pull in one direction. There's a petition going around GS out, and I'm going to put the link in the description. If you know, I know people say that signing a petition is going to get them to sell the club. It might not get them to sell the club immediately, but what it will do is it will bring attention to the media. I mean, I'm just watching Jenna Bowen being interviewed now, and he's flabbergasted. He can't believe it. He can't believe what's gone on. You know what I mean? He can't believe what's happened. And do you know, it's a good job. It's a good job. He loves the club because he must be thinking, what the hell have I done? Do you know what I mean? You know, we won Conference League 2 years ago, and now we're bloody going to be fighting a relegation battle. And I bet he's going to come out and defend Potter. Of course, he's the club captain, isn't he? He's a team captain. He's going to come out and defend Potter. He's got to. But I wouldn't even mention Potter's name. I wouldn't even mention it in interviews. I won't show your protest that way by not, you're not slagging him off, but you're not mentioning him either. Don't give him any airtime because nothing's going to change at that club. Nothing's going to change at West Ham until you get the owners out. That's number one. But number two, you've got to get Graham Potter out and bring in somebody who's a bit more astute with his tactics and who can get the best out of what he's got. Because you're clearly not going to be spending mega bucks to bring players in who gives Potter half a fighting chance of being successful at West Ham, which is not going to be, even if you bring in two midfielders, it's not going to be enough. The tactics of Potter's is awful. It's well and truly dreadful, and I don't want this video to drag because I don't want to bore you to death. But you've got to do something to get this manager out and the owners out for definite. 100%. You've got to get Sullivan out. You've got to get him out. You've got to get Karen Brady out as well. She's a businesswoman. She's not a football woman. He's a businessman, not a footballing man. So all I can do is, put the link in the description for the BS out petition, and try and get as many people to sign it as we possibly can. I think it's at 7,000 now. So it's climbing. It is climbing, but very, very slowly. This should be a big wake-up call to West Ham fan base. It should be a massive wake-up call. Anyway, I'm going to leave it there. Thank you very much for watching this edition of Sporting Journey. Hope you've enjoyed it. And until next time, guys, have a great day. See you all soon. Bye-bye.